But you were right to say it was an accident. I did not know it was a knife in my hand. For in my despair, I snatched at anything and struck at him to make him let me go. I have only a little time here, and I would have that you know the whole truth. But I am this man's wife. He is not an Englishman. He's a Russian. Why should you cling so hard to that wretched life of yours, Sergei? It has done harm to so many and good to none, not even yourself. You were 50, and I, a young girl, when we married in St. Petersburg. I loved you so much. More than that, I idolized you. I would have done anything for you. And I did. Because then, you were everything to me. But we were reformers, nihilists. And soon there came a time of great trouble. Sergei.
Forget your husband. He has betrayed us all.
No.
Yes, Anna. We are betrayed.
We were all arrested upon your confession. Some of us went to the gallows, and some of us to Siberia. After 20 years, I was released. You came to England with your blood money and lived in quiet ever since, knowing well that if the Brotherhood ever found out where you were, not a week would pass before justice would be done.
Hand me your hands, Anna. You were always good to me.
My brother, Alexei, was noble, unselfish. He hated violence and wrote many letters trying to dissuade us from such a course. These letters would have proved his innocence, but you stole them from me and hid them. So Alexei was sent to Siberia, where he is, even now. As soon as my term of imprisonment is over, I determined to get the letters that would procure my brother's release. I knew that my husband had come to England. And after many months of searching, I determined where he was. So at last, I determined to get the letters for myself. I had just removed them from the bureau when the young man seized me. The same young man I had met earlier that morning. I'd asked him if Professor Gorham lived, not knowing that he worked for him.
And he must have told the professor about you.
The professor, it was she.
When he had fallen, I ran blindly to the wrong door and found myself in his room. You talked of giving me up. I showed you that if you did so, your life was in my hands. If you gave me to the law, I could give you to the brotherhood. That as our lives had once been bound together in marriage, so our destinies would forever be entwined.
It is finished. It never began.
You had your meals served here so they could share your food. It was agreed that when the police left, that you should slip away into the night and never be seen again.
These are the letters that will save my brother's life. Take them to the Russian embassy.
Poison.
A letter by hand, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Mrs. Hudson. Sleep well.
It was clear to me, from the strength of the spectacles, that the wearer must have been almost blind without them, and I therefore considered the hypothesis that she'd remained within the house. You might say it was elementary. Oh, by the way, don't mention the snuff to Watson. Tell him you dropped cigarette ash or something. Leave me out of it. But why on earth did the wretched woman feel compelled to take her own life?
She had achieved her purpose. Past hope and in despair. And the death of love. Of course. Professor, be sure your sin will find you out.